Today we are doing lesson 9.6 in our Go Math book, and we will be estimating lengths in meters. The essential question is, how do you estimate the lengths of objects in meters? We're on page 453. I sent home an orange measuring stick that's 10 centimeters long. It's about the same length as this as well. This is 10 centimeters long. So you could use either one. It says to find a writing tool that is about 10 centimeters long. Draw and label it. So whatever you find at home, it needs to be about. It needs to be at least more than halfway on this. It doesn't have to be exactly 10. It could be 9 centimeters or 8 centimeters, but it has to be about 10. And then, is there a classroom object that is about 50 centimeters long? Draw and label it. You can use your meter stick to do that. Here's your 50 on the meter stick, so you are looking for something that is about that long. Okay, so that's a little bit longer than your writing tool. Illustrate that and label it, please. Then turn your paper over. We're going to the top where it says model and draw. Estimate. About how many meter sticks will match the width of a door? So they want you to see how wide it is and how many of these sticks would it take to go across the width of the door. A 1 meter measuring stick is about 100 centimeters long. So if we were using our stick to go across the door, it would be about 1 meter. It would only take 1. It says find the real object, estimate in length its meters. So if I were to use my meter stick to measure the bookcase here in the room, it's a pretty good sized bookcase, the one that I have, and it takes me about 4 meters. So I used this meter stick 4 times to go all the way from one end to the other. I also have a bulletin board that's behind my desk. It's not as big as my shelf, and it was about 2 meters. So it's not quite as long. Go to your next paper. And these are items that you would find here in the classroom. You may not have these at home. You will probably not have a teacher's desk, but you certainly will have a wall, and you'll have a window at your house. So I want you to do number 4 and number 5. And I want you to measure about how many meters it takes to get from one side of the room to the other, measuring one wall and then across your window. If you have something else that you would like to measure and you want to cross that out and tell me what it was and give me your measurement, you can do that as well. Then turn your paper over. And number 7 is problem solving. Tim and Aaron each placed 3 meter sticks end to end along the length of the bicycle rack. About how long is the bicycle rack? Now, many times my boys and girls get this wrong because they don't pay attention to this word, each. So what that means is that Tim placed 3 meter sticks and Aaron placed 3 meter sticks end to end along the length of the bicycle rack. So how many meters would that be? About how long is that? I would like you to write a number sentence here from this information and tell me about how long it is. Number 8 is a hot problem. In meters, estimate the distance from your teacher's desk to the door of your classroom. Now, if you're watching this video, then you're probably not in the classroom, you're at home. So you can measure a distance. Let's say you might say from sitting on the couch to the doorway, or going from your sink to the table, or going from your bedroom door to the kitchen. Pick something to measure and tell me about how many meters it is. So you're going to write that up here, what you're doing, what you're measuring, and then explain how you made your estimate. What did you do? And number 9, which is the best estimate for the length of an adult's bicycle? So a bicycle that your mom or dad might have, how many meters would it take, how many times would you use the meter stick to go from one end of the bicycle to the other? Would it be 2, 5, 8, or 20? What would make the most sense? When you have completed all of that, your assignment is done.